Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Cole. Welcome back to Valentino Rossi, the game, but not career mode, as this game is jam-packed with lots of things to do. You know, you don't just have career mode. You also have real events 2015 and 2016 to do. Now, that had to be DLC because there's so much in this game. You also have the Rossi experience. You got time attack with the flat track bikes and the Yamaha R1M, as well as the MotoGP bikes. You got multiplayer, and of course you can do the rallies as well. You know, the Monza rally you can do around Misano. And that's the same with multiplayer. You've got so many different options in this game of what to do. It is so cram-packed that I'm taking the time out from career mode to actually show you the Rossi experience and some of the challenges you get there. As you can challenge the doctor on some of the motorbikes to beat his times. You've got some challenges as well. You've got Rossipedia. Don't know what you want to do about the doctor. But we're going to do the VR46 historic events, which are basically some exciting moments throughout the whole of Valentino Rossi's career. As you can see, it's from his 125cc days all the way up through his 250, 500cc, and to his MotoGP days as well, to the current day. And as you can see, there are 15, 20 challenges to do around some different tracks as well. So we're going to begin round Brno. That's a 17-year-old Valentino Rossi's debut on 125cc World Championship stage, as he turns in a memorable weekend after a pole on Saturday. He has to assist the expert Marquez, who does not want to give the position up. A few laps from the checkered flag, the pair continue crossing trajectories, and on the last bend, Valentino manages to overtake and leave him behind. He finishes the race in first place with 2 tenths of a second advantage. It's the first in a long line of victories. So we've just basically got to repeat Valentino Rossi's first ever victory at the World Championship stage 21 years ago. I'm sure this is going to go to plan. Let's see, riding aids, pro, race, options, difficulty, medium. Shall we put that on hard? Hard seems to be my level. So let's start this race. Let's see, we go Brno 1996.
Nel mondiale è un traguardo molto importante, quindi è una cosa indimenticabile, no? Anche perché è una sensazione unica. Era il mio primo anno di mondiale, venivo dal mio primo podio alla gara prima in Austria. Sono arrivato a Brno e sono stato subito veloce nelle prove, al punto che ero riuscito a fare la pole position, quindi partivo davanti. C'era un misto fra una grande eccitazione per la prima pole position, ma anche molta preoccupazione, no? Perché hai paura di sbagliare. Era stata una gara di gruppo fino a un certo punto, come classiche gare della 125. Poi eravamo riusciti ad andare via io e Martinez, e da lì è venuta fuori una lotta all'ultimo sangue, perché non andavamo molto d'accordo, non ci stavamo molto simpatici, perché era tutto il campionato che ci davano fastidio, che lui mi dava fastidio a me, io davo fastidio a lui. Mi ricordo che avevo provato ad andare via ma non ce l'avevo fatta, e quindi ce la siamo giocati alla fine, e l'ultimo giro ci siamo sorpassati 2 o 3 volte, era davanti lui, poi io sono riuscito a passarlo in fondo alla discesa, alla curva 10, prima di ritornare su in salita, e avevo paura che mi fregasse, perché con la scia poi in salita c'è tanta differenza, ma invece non è riuscito a superarmi, e quindi sono riuscito a vincere.
So here we are as 17-year-old Valentino Rossi chasing down Martinez, who we did not like at all. There is a video which accompanies this beginning. Unfortunately, I can't include it in this video because, of course, I'll probably get a copyright strike. But if you have the game, it is well worth just doing these events because of these little video intros you have for each race, it seems like. So, as someone who likes this history as well, very nice to see, and seeing the perspective from Rossi's angle was interesting, as we're less than a second behind Martinez. And Rossi, you know, got his first podium in the race before in Austria, as he was explaining in that video. And then this was his first win against a guy who apparently just did not like each other, did not get on. So looking down the outside there. A bit early to do that. We're trying to do it like Will though, take him the last couple of corners. as the gap remains the same, heading on to the final lap of the race. But yeah, it was the next year that Rossi won the title. Went up to 250s. Won the title then ahead of, I think it was Lars Rossi. It's in that class. Maybe Cato as well. Then of course Rossi went up to 500cc's. Battled the likes of Kenny Roberts Jr. Kenny Roberts Jr. won the first battle and then Rossi won the next comprehensively. They have the likes of Max Biaggi in the early thousands and was the last 500cc champion, if I remember correctly, before the top class became MotoGP. So look down the inside of Martinez. Have we made the move? I'm guessing we have. A bit early. That's what the hell, he's got super traction around our outside. But it's nice to see that we've got 125 and 250cc bikes in this game. As I said in a previous career mode episode, I'd love to see some of the older bikes in the game. Not just these levels, but 50cc, 350cc, 60s or 70s bikes. Maybe you can work on that in the future milestone, but it is a treat to have these 90s and 1000 bikes in the game as it is. So no props to them. Making it... Oh god. So we're about a second ahead. Making these more classic bikes, part of the game, and particularly on this version of the game, Valentino Rossi, the game, and the central part of it as well. So a bit cautious through that right hand, and maybe they're going to get some slipstream up the hill. No, he's 1.6 seconds back. Probably should have had this on simulation, as it's only really MotoGP 500cc level where I perhaps can't do simulation difficulty, but at this level it looks like I can. As we cross the line and repeat Rossi's maiden Grand Prix motorcycle victory. Quite easily as well. As we get some VR points as well to buy stuff in the store. That's a nice beginning. Let's try and do the second one then. As now we're a 19-year-old Valentino Rossi in 1998 in a 250cc race. His third race in that class, as he finds himself in fourth place with Perugini. Olivier Jack, is that? And there is Lars Rossi in front. And on the second lap, he managed to overtake all three of them with a spectacular mover before the dry sack bend. He crosses the finish line second behind Rossi, but the car's shown passes into the annals of Motorbike World Championship history. So we've got to overtake our opponents and hold first place until the time expires on the Aprilia RSW from 1998. Let's try and do it. Let's keep difficulty on hard, shall we? No, let's increase it to simulation. Let's see if that makes a major difference. Normally it doesn't in these kind of side events, but let's see. As we're going to Jerez.
Il passaggio alla 250 dalla 125 è abbastanza difficile, perché la 125 è una moto molto molto piccola, è comunque veloce perché è leggera, però non è molto potente. Invece la 250 ha il doppio della potenza, quindi si parla già di una moto che ha 100 cavalli, quindi un motore molto veloce. Allo stesso tempo rimane abbastanza leggera, ecco, quindi è una moto molto più performante. In quegli anni il livello della 250 era molto alto, c'erano tanti piloti forti, addirittura in tante piste si girava quasi come la 500, soprattutto nelle piste strette come Jerez, per esempio. Mi ricordo quel periodo della mia carriera con molto entusiasmo, perché comunque cominciare a guidare la 250 è una moto vera, è una moto per le persone grandi, ecco, invece la 125 è una più per i ragazzini. Jerez della Frontera è una delle mie piste preferite, una delle più belle, penso un po' per tutti, ecco. Il layout della pista è molto interessante, e soprattutto perché ci sono dei curvoni velocissimi, da terza ma anche da quarta, dove ci vuole il pelo per andare forte, ma allo stesso tempo ci sono anche 3 tornantini, 3/4 frenate molto forti, quindi diciamo che anche come setting della moto devi avere un buon compromesso tra la stabilità nelle curve veloci ma anche la stabilità in frenata, ecco. Quindi è un circuito molto interessante, soprattutto l'ultimo pezzo, dove ci sono 1, 2, 3, 4 curve a destra in successione sempre più veloci, è molto divertente da fare.
So here we are around Jerez. Oh god. Restarting. So here we are around Jerez as a 19-year-old Rossi trying to overtake the 3 guys in front. As we've got half a lap to do it in Jerez. The track day was just saying in the video that like everyone likes to ride as what the hell? No braking power there at all. So we've got time remaining, 3 minutes. I find it very difficult to ride this bike at the moment. Get adjusted to it, as that is Olivier Jack, the old Frenchman. Used to be one of my favourite riders growing up, along with Rossi when he was on the Ducati. I loved that because I was very much a Ducati nut growing up. You know, from World Superbike days with Fogarty, with Hodgson, with Toseland, with Ben Bostrom, with Richard Sacconi, Goyo Vio in British Superbikes. Ruben Zaus, the lanky Spaniard, how could I forget about him? As we're rubbing elbows with Lars Capirossi, just like Rossi would do in real life, at 250cc level, 500 and MotoGP level as well. So you can't break ourselves though. Now that's allowed to live a Jap back pass. I said who I loved, especially when it was at Kawasaki, because I had a fond soft spot for Kawasaki in MotoGP, being the underdog manufacturer team, a bit like Aprilia in real life, or KTM. You know, and back then as well, Kawasaki, they had real no major success at any level at World Championship level, not just MotoGP but at World Superbikes as well. Of course, they now dominate World Superbikes with John F. Way, particularly winning the last few titles, but with Tom Sykes as well, winning a title with him in 2013. So it's a bit unusual seeing them just being a very dominant manufacturer now in World Superbikes when, as I said, before then not a lot of success. As now we're going forward, move around the outside, no, we're down. Has that killed our chances? We've got a minute to get the lead. It might have killed our chances as we run wide. Oh, you can really lean on that rear tyre. That is lovely. Now coming to the fast bits where I can make up lots of time though. Oh, unstable under braking though. What the hell? Haven't lost too much though. Shame they couldn't make the circuit like it was back in the 90s, but can't ask for everything. Oh, we're right behind Capirossi. We're just about running out of time though. No, not at all. Oh god. So here we go, take 3 then of this. But I thought this would be an easy one, but apparently not. Seems like the change up to simulation difficulty perhaps has, you know, made this a bit more difficult than hard would be. But yeah, as I was saying about Kawasaki, just in MotoGP, they never had the best of luck either, you know. The riders used to get injured a lot, you know, with the likes of, you know, Jack, with Anthony West, with Randy Depunier, yeah, that famous glass Frenchman. He was actually a very decent rider before his injury started to pile up. It's just really unfortunate how his career went. You also had Shinya Nakano, I remember had a horrendous accident in his Mugello one year, crashing down the front stretch when I think his tyre exploded or some kind of failure happened to his bike, but he crashed at like 190 miles per hour. It's crazy. Not beside him, Mugello. Did I say Mugello? That was where the Japanese rider crashed anyway. That was one of the striking images of Kawasaki, unfortunately, MotoGP. But yeah, he was a fantastic rider as well, the Japanese rider. Apart when Japan had so many good riders. And they had the previously mentioned Kato, and they're the late 250cc rider. We also had Aoki. And he had Uraha. I can't say his name. He finished third in the 500cc championship in the early thousands. You can perhaps look it up and pronounce his name much better than I could. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame to see Japan not have as many good riders around now. But it's the same we're seeing with Italians in single-seater racing, with a rich history. Same with Frenchmen as well. Oh yeah, this is perhaps the changing tide as well. Seeing these historically rich nations of talent, and they get overshadowed by developing nations who are able to put more expenses into getting riders and drivers up the ladder. Like we're seeing a bit with Russia, like we've seen with Venezuela in recent years, of course. So yeah, I'm sure Japan will get their time again. Lots of riders. Of course, on the superbikes as well, you had Noihaga, Nori in recent years. There we go, I finally said it. You also had Kagawa. And Noihaga really was one of my favourite riders. Perhaps the best rider to never win a World Superbike title up there with Aaron Slight. As we do win this event now, finally. So that was a bit more difficult than expected, but we do complete the second Valentino Rossi historic event. I hope you have enjoyed watching the first couple, and I'm sure I'm going to bring you more of these historic events as they're pretty fun to do. A nice change of pace from career mode. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.